Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Yay, 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 yay. This is Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L, and I am your host, Lady L. Happy Friday, everybody. This is just going to be an awesome weekend because it's been a terrific week. We have gone through quite a bit of information this week, getting you started with your foundational things. But today and tomorrow, I want to talk about a different topic, a topic that we all hold near and dear, and that is sales. How do we get those dollars in for our businesses? How do we take our products and our services and present them in such a way where we get that person to actually make that sale? How do you make that sale? How do you close that sale? So, since this is business strategies and tips, let's talk about sales strategies. Sales strategies are well thought out methods and processes that can lead to positive actions that produces results. In other words, it produces the end game goal, and that is to make money with your business. Now, how do you deliver your message to consumers is critical in how you establish your sales foundations. For example, creating business brochures, a website that generates leads, that draws in leads, different promotions, activities that draw attention, the attention of the masses to your products and services that ends in a purchase. The strategies explains your purpose and shows the process that you use to move forward. That's basically what a sales strategy is. Now, when you're talking about a sales strategy, we're talking about a plan. There's nothing that you really want to step out and do or launch out in your business without having a plan, without having that blueprint, right? So, these are just some steps that you want to consider in putting together an effective sales plan. Define your objective. Why are you doing what you do? What is the purpose of your services? What is the purpose of your product? What is the end goal of the results of the services that you provide and the products that you market or that you sell to the masses? So you want to make sure that your objective is clear so that everybody in your sales force is on the same page. I can't stress that enough. Unity, unity, unity. Everybody that is working with you and serving with you in your business, they need to be on the same page. They need to know what the objective is here. And that is to make sure that the customer leaves your establishment or have acquired and consumed your product or service and that they are satisfied to the degree that not only will they come back, but they'll refer you to other people. That's the end goal of sales in general. Okay, so evaluate your current situation. Where are you right now in your sales process? When you define your products, when you define your services, how are you going to put those services and those products out there? So, how are you currently doing that? So, you need to sit down and assess your sales position. You know, if you have a product line, what products are moving more than others so that you may want to meet a better demand? How are you going to promote the other products that are not moving as well as some of the other products? So you have to assess your current situation, having your objective in mind, because at the end of the day, especially if you're moving products, you want those shelves to clear out and rotate new inventory, right? You want to be able to make sure that you have a flow of services going, that people are coming back, they're referring people, they're coming back, they're referring people. Okay, so identify your needs. So that's going to take some strategic partnering with your team, with your sales force. I can't stress this enough. When you're a business owner or if you're in the managerial position of a business, talk to your boots on the ground people, the people that are face to face with your customers, face to face with your clients and get feedback from your boots on the ground people. They will tell you the interactions that they're having with the customers and clients. They'll be able to tell you, well, this is the feedback we're getting back from the services that we're providing. And then ask for their input because they're there, so they have some type of insight and even some foresight as to how to make things better. I keep giving my props to my queen Pinky of Slutty Vegan. She gets her employees involved, interactive, so that they're able to come back and give feedback on how they can do things differently or keep things going that's been working. So that is so critically important to do that. Identify your niche or niche market. Who are the core ideal clients that you want to reach on a consistent basis that brings you that bread and butter? Who is your ideal customer? What age demographic? What gender demographic? How are you globally making that difference with your services? So you got to make sure that you're identifying clearly your niche market so that you are channeling all of your energies and efforts in those arenas and producing those satisfied clients. List your barriers, actual and probables, to the success and brainstorm how to overcome them. Do not be reactive in your business. Be proactive. Anticipate challenges. Anticipate certain things that can happen in your business and sit down and brainstorm with your sales staff as to different ways that you can overcome those either objections or just challenges that you've seen come in your business. Access your strengths and assets for internal growth. Know your sales force. Know their strength, know their assets. And if the sales force is only you, then know your strengths and know your assets so that you can acquire the people that you need that don't have what you have. Please don't try to run your business as an island unto itself. You are going to need help, especially if you are reaching out to a mass of people or a area of people, and you are able to be more effective when you can properly delegate because you know what to give to whom, because they know how to run with it. They know how to develop it and take it off to the next level you want it to go. And then those that have that potential, make sure that you're communicating with them to find out what their niche is in your business so that you can properly position them in your business. Create your sales methods as far as how you're going to market your brand. Are you going to be doing consultative selling? You know, identify what method that you're doing your work in. You could be in what we call script, meaning, which is very common for network marketing type of business. So if you're into network marketing, then make sure that your sales methods are comparable to be able to not just sell a client, but let that client understand, I need that. And when you position the need and that it's a solution to that need, then you have more apt of a client that will continue to repeat buy and recommend to others as well. When you outline your action plan of execution on how you're going to get your products and services out to the masses, you have to evaluate that plan, especially when you're first starting out. You have to really look at that plan weekly to see if it's effective and then make the tweakings along the way, monthly, quarterly, so that when you sit down with your financials, you're looking at strategies that is either working, not working, or that needs tweaking. So with that being said, thank you for joining me today for Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. Please follow me on my YouTube channel, Lady Vern, LadyVerne. Like, subscribe, and get those notifications. Do you know I'm getting my own notifications? It's like, wow, this is nice. And it also comes with a survey. So if a survey pops up for you, I appreciate you fill it out. Be honest, be forthright, because that, again, helps me reassess how I'm presenting and how I'm putting the information out there that'll be a blessing to you. With that being said, happy Friday. Have an awesome, awesome weekend. I will see you tomorrow, the same time, same channel, 12 noon. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye for now.